Hi, in this video, we're going to look at how we can use the formula for simple interest to find I. The formula takes on the format A is equal to P multiplied with the bracket 1 plus IN. I helps us find the rate of interest. P is still our principal amount. A is still the amount accumulated, and N is still the duration of the investment. To find I, we can rearrange this equation and make I the subject. Let's start by dividing both sides by P. So on the left, we now have A over P, and on the right, we have P multiplied by the bracket 1 plus IN all over P. Now on the left, we have A over P, and on the right, the P's will cancel out, and we're left with 1 plus IN. Next, let's move the 1 to the left, so we get A over P minus 1 is equal to IN. Finally, to get I by itself, let's divide both sides by N, and we get A over P minus 1 all over N is equal to I. We have now made I the subject of this equation. Let's move it to the left-hand side. We will use this equation to find I, and to do this, we start by dividing A by P. Then we subtract 1, and finally we divide the numerator of the fraction by N. Please remember that you will never be asked to find the value of I. These questions will ask you for the actual interest rate. And to find the interest rate, we need to multiply I by 100. Let's look at some examples. Calculate the rate of simple interest if a principal amount of $250 amounts to 403 years. This question asks us to find the rate of interest, so we need to solve for I. Let's start by finding our A, P, and N values. The question tells us the principal amount is $250. This takes on P, so we can say P is equal to 250. It amounts to 400. This is our accumulated amount. So we can say A is equal to 400. The investment has a duration of 3 years. This is our N value. So we say N is equal to 3. Now that we have these values, we can put them into the formula. So we get I is equal to A, which is 400, over P, which is 250, minus 1, all over the value of N, which is 3. Now we can divide A by P. 400 divided by 250 gives us 1.6. Let's subtract the 1, and we get 0.6 all over 3. Now we can divide 0.6 by 3, and we get 0.2. This is our I value. But we don't want a value for I. We want the rate of interest. So to find this rate, we have to multiply I by 100. And we can say 0.2 multiplied by 100. And we get an answer of 20%. This is our rate of interest. Let's do another example. Tony invests $600 with his bank. After 3 years, Tony has $708. What is the interest rate given by the bank? And again, we need to solve for I. So let's find our A, P, and N values. Tony invests $600. This is the principal amount. So we can say P is equal to 600. He invests for 3 years. This is our duration. So N is equal to 3. After the investment, Tony has $708. This is his accumulated amount. We can see that A is equal to 708. Now that we have these values, let's put them into the formula. So we say I is equal to A, 708, divided by P, 600, minus 1, all over the value of N, which is 3. 708 divided by 600 gives us 1,18. Let's subtract the 1 and we get 0,18 over 3. 0,18 divided by 3 gives us 0,06. This is our I value. And now to find the rate of interest, we can say 0,06 multiplied by 100, and we get an answer of 6%. This is the rate of interest the bank offers Tony. Let's do one more example. Sandra takes out a loan of $8,000. She pays back a total of $9,120 over 2 years. What is the rate of interest given by the bank? Let's start by finding our A, P, and N values. Sandra takes out a loan of $8,000. This is the initial amount, and it takes on our P value. So we say P is equal to $8,000. She pays back a total of $9,120. So A is equal to $9,120. Sandra pays her loan off over a duration of 2 years. So N is equal to 2. Now to solve for I, let's put these values into the formula. So we can say I is equal to the value of A, 9,120, over the value of P, 8,000, minus 1, all over the value of N, which is 2. 9,120 divided by 8,000 gives us 1,14. Let's subtract the 1 and we get 0,14. And we're going to divide this by 2. 0,14 divided by 2 gives us 0,07. It's the value of I. And once again, to find the rate of interest, we need to multiply by 100. So we say 0,07 multiplied by 100. And we get an answer of 7%. This is the rate of interest that Sandra was given by her bank.